Yo, what's going on? What's going on? You're locked in and loaded to the hottest podcast on the airways. This here is the DLS, the Day Late Show. I go by the smoothest DJ on the airways, Mr. E2 Smooth himself. Hey, and you're locked in and loaded for a hot new topic, a hot new show that you don't want to miss. But before we kick off the show, I would just like to take a quick detour to just thank you guys so much. As I say every show, we are nothing without you guys, but thank you for so much of the support, the love, and just the energy that you guys have been giving us for 8 seasons. Man, with it being our 8th season and us, stepping into this milestone, it's kind of different, but being on the side, looking on the out, it's just, it's crazy to see where we at. Who would have ever thought? But to be here now, it's a pleasure, and we look forward to being able to give you guys more better creative content, more image, more pictures, more everything, man. We just here, and we're thankful that you guys have been rocking with us this long. With that being said, you know how it go each week. Oh, and by the way, man, I missed you guys, man. We've been gone for so much, but we're back, and we're better than ever. And season 8 is the kickoff, so we ready. So come along with us for this journey, right? Right. So, each week here on the DLS, how we kick off the show is we always start with just a quick debrief, and then we get into the topics as well as the general topics, as well as the questions that the audience the family have left for us. So let's get into it, right? With the quick debrief, my highs and lows for the week is simple, man. High is I'm grateful to be here, grateful to be, still doing what I love, grateful to have, a great team that's behind me, and just everything within family, within the team, and within just the energy that I've been around lately. Just positivity, man. Just grateful to be in these rooms and in these, these conversations with these talented folks. So for that, man, just blessed, very blessed as my high for the week. Low for the week, man, it's hot. It's hot. If you grew up in Texas, if you're from Dallas, you know the summertime, it don't get no worse than this. People can say Arizona, people can say Nevada, people can say a lot of places. I don't know. I'm from Dallas, you know what I'm saying? So, and all I know is how hot it gets out here. Hence why I got my fisherman hat on. You understand me? You gotta protect the sun rays. Gotta get it right. But with that being said, man, let's go ahead and get into it, because I feel like I'm just mumbling and talking, man. Let's jump right into it. So with this being the first show back and the first show to open up season 8, I felt that for the moment that we've been gone after the tour, we both, me as well as Trey Diesel, we had to take some time off, get things in order and get some things together. So with that, during the time period that we was off, I, faced a lot of challenges, went through a lot of ups and went through a lot of downs. But I felt that it would be necessary, and it would be better for me to start off the show with just breaking down some of the things that I went through along that journey, and what got me through it, and what brought me back to where I am today. So with that being said, the first topic, I ain't gonna lie, this ain't something that I just went through, but this was something that, through the time that we was off on break, I seen this topic. It was floating around social media. Me and my partners had, the conversation about it, and I felt that it'd be good, just to sit here to talk. So let's get to it, man. Trey, I'm gonna ask you, bro, because I don't want to talk to myself. I want to ask you, should a man be responsible for paying for kids that's not his? Do you think they should be responsible?
I mean, he's not obligated to.
Why you say
he's
that?
Not. I mean, he didn't sit down or lay down in the bed with that woman and have those other children. He had the child that he had with her. The children he had with her. So he's not obligated to do nothing. It's not his responsibility to do nothing.
Okay.
If legally he's not obligated to do it, it's for a reason. But if he chooses to do it, like I would personally probably choose to do that.
Yeah.
Just to keep other kids from filling out and developing some type of mental, something mentally wrong with them.
Right.
Like they not getting the same treatment as their sibling, because that happens.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's really, I ain't gonna sit here and lie. It's not no tough situation. It's not a tough conversation. It's not a tough question. It's simply like, as a man, where do you stand? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can really from my point of view, you can really understand it from both sides. And it just depends on where that man stands. Now, if you in a situation where, you know, you still dealing with the baby mama and she got other kids by other, you know, baby fathers or whatever the situation is, then be a man, man. Step up to the plate and handle your business. Don't do for one child and not do for the others. You know what I'm saying? If it's kids there and you taking care of yours, you make sure they have too. Have not because you won't not, right? Now, if you're on a situation where, you know, that's strictly just baby moms, like, man, we don't have no relationship. Like, the only thing between us is just our kids, or whatever the case is. I feel like then that's when that conversation really comes into play, because, like you said, if we not on no relationship tip and we keeping it strictly co-parenting, then it's no reason why I should feel obligated to do anything for kids that's not mine. But you also know, too, at the same time, right is right, wrong is wrong. You know what I'm saying? And just I don't see none of my partners, I don't see them doing nothing like that or going out their way to, you know, just look out for one and not look out for the others. But like I say, the topic itself, man, it just comes down to simply that. That's where the line is drawn. Whether it's, you know, either you messing with the baby moms, if you're in the baby moms still having relations, then that's a different subject. You know what I'm saying? Because if you man enough to lay down there, you got to be man enough to take care of the business that come around with it. You know what I'm saying? But if you're in a situation where you and, you know, baby moms are not really in relations or nothing like that, y'all just doing a strictly co-parenting thing, then by all means, you know, you have the right to feel how you feel, and it shouldn't be wrong. But what I will say is I seen some of the comments around that topic, and it was crazy to me, man, because it was just women just coming out, which led me to see another post on Instagram, bro, where it was the girl, you know, her guy had took her out, you know what I'm saying, for her birthday, and her and the homegirls, and, you know, they all out getting it, doing what they do. And after this, you know, the situation, the event or whatever, you know, she charged him up. And she told him that he was wrong because she felt like he should have paid for her meal as well as her friends. And I'm just on some, hey, bro, listen. Hey. I told myself, you know what I'm saying, I'm a chill. I ain't gonna, this season I ain't gonna do too much. I ain't gonna do the cussing. I ain't gonna, you know, cause my mom watched this, and, you know, Mama, if you watching right now, I heard you loud and clearly. After the 11,000th time, you know, I'm gonna be more respectful. But what I am gonna say is this, man, y'all gotta stop this. You women, not all women. Let me say that, not all women, but some of you women, y'all gotta stop this. Where do you feel it in your need, or when did it become a point that when you're in a relationship with somebody that it's okay for you to count that other person's pockets? When did that become a thing? Because here lately I've been seeing it. And it's crazy because, like I say, now you getting where women are getting to the point where they tell you, if you're not spending time, if you're not cash apping me money, if you're not taking me out to eat, if you're not buying me this, if you're not taking care of my nails, then a lot of women come back with the phrase of, well, that's what a man's supposed to do. No, a man is obligated to one thing. If this is my girl and I'm taking my girl out for her birthday, I'm only obligated to pay for me and her. If her friends come along, that's on them. I don't have to take up the bill. Just because, even if I have it, why am I doing it? Because if they couldn't do it, then we should have found something else where everybody could have, you know what I'm saying, could have done it.
And that's, unless I ask everybody personally.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's on the tip of, like you say, on a surprise party or something, like, you know, you asking them to be there, then that's different. If y'all go out on vacation, hey, you know, 4 of the closest friends that you have, whatever, boom, 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 it's on me. That's different. But don't get to the point where you feel like, are you telling me I'm obligated to do this? Because I'm not obligated to do anything. Like I say, I'm only obligated to 2 people in that situation, me and my girlfriend. That's it. Other than that, the friends, I'm sorry, y'all gonna have to figure out what the go half and half, team up, whatever the case is. But that's not my problem. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, I had to talk about that because I seen that post, but the comments, man, comments is what kills me, bro. Like, I don't even pay attention to what the post is. Because life is life. Things gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have it. That's evident. That's gonna happen. But what be killing me is the responses. Because I just really be wanting to see what people heads at. And I'm just gonna say, if y'all don't know yet, if you don't know, you need to know. This generation is lost. Real lost. But with that being said, and then you got any experiences, bro? You got any experiences, anything like that, bro?
Nah, not as far as that goes, because, I mean, I ain't never had to deal with nothing like that, though.
I mean, like, bro.
I'm not finna, I ain't nobody.
Did you see the video?
Yeah, I seen it. It just ain't nobody came at me like that to be.
I'm talking about full out, bro. Full out, like clowning, bro, in front of all her friends, clowning them. Like, you should have paid this, you should have. I don't know, man. Like I say, that's tough. That's tough. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, nah.
You benefiting from them being here. So.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, like, and then it's your birthday. So why should I be paying for all them on your birthday? They here for you when they should be paying to celebrate you, just like I'm paying to celebrate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy. But with that being said, the next topic, man, was something that was something, like I say, going through these last couple of months, you know, that we've been on break, going through a lot, dealing with a lot within my personal life, not even just within business, but just personal. It's been draining, and I can't sit here and lie. And that's one thing too that I molded. I promised myself season 8 that I was gonna, really open up a little more and talk about some of the things that I dealt with within that time. But one of the things that really just, kind of rocked me was my mother. Dealing with, everything that went on in that area. It was tough. It was really tough. And it took me a little minute to get my head wrapped around the whole situation, the whole process of everything. But to see where she is now, I'm very grateful because, like I don't have to say it, you already know, man, life is short, but it's precious. And you got to make sure, no matter what it is you're doing, if you're chasing the dream, if you're working or not, whatever the case is, you still got to make time for family. You know what I'm saying? Family is not going to be perfect. I don't know what family is perfect. But at the end of the day, that's all you have. And I'm grateful, to be here. And I'm grateful for my mother to be here. Most importantly, to be able to still teach me as she does and guide me the way that she does. And just to see, everything that she endured throughout this process and to see where she is now and to see the pain and to see, how she dealt with it, it motivated me. It motivated me a lot. So, like I said, this topic here was something that it set on my heart throughout this whole process. And basically, to sum it all up, is don't be simple. Don't be simple and don't be afraid. And when I said that, I had to really kind of sit back and think what I meant by that, because a lot of people can take me saying don't be simple or don't be afraid in a whole different way and twist my words around and try to, make it seem like something that I'm not even close to trying to say. So to break it down is, when I say don't be afraid and don't be simple, it's to think outside the box, right? Think outside the box. Put yourself in a position where you understand, like, blows are going to happen. Things are going to happen. You're going to have your ups. You're going to have your downs. But you got to remember what your purpose is, right? You got to remember what you're doing this for. And the reason why I said that is because the other day, me and a group of my partners, we met up. These group of guys I haven't seen in a minute, you know what I'm saying? But we got together and just caught up. We had lunch, and we was just having a conversation, and the topic of sin is believing was one of the topics that we were speaking on. And from an old conversation that I had, one of the guys that that I was cool with spoke to me and was like, man, in this generation is different. And I asked him what he meant by that, and basically what he said was, in this generation, it's more sin than believing. So for you to understand that for somebody just to tell you how to go get it, that's merely something that's impossible now. For me to understand and listen at what you're saying to me, I would have to see you actually physically doing it. What you mean by that, E? I'm gonna tell you. So it's just like, if you're $1 million man, right? In so many ways, this is the conversation summed up. If you're $1 million man, when you try to tell someone how to gain $1 million or how to get $1 million, they are more likely to not listen at the way of you speaking or the way that you're telling them how to get it. Whereas if you was a man that actually had $1 million in your hand that you carried, you see what I'm saying? Then someone would take you serious enough to ask you, well, how did you get it? And so my rebuttal to the whole thing was, to me, that's simple. And when I said that, they looked at me, they was like, bro, what you mean by that? And what I meant by that is simply thinking, if you're a person that has to see something for you to believe it, you know what I'm saying? Why is that the ideal thing? You see what I'm saying? Because in my head, and this is just simply how I think about it. In my head, it's like, yes, sin is believing. If you say you're doing this, if you're preaching this, I want to see you do it, right? But it's just like that old saying, well, if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day, but if you teach a man how to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. And what I'm saying is, the type of person that I am, if you had $1 million, yes, that will make me look at you and be like, you broke the code. You broke that height. So my questions to you are, how do you get to that next level? But at the same time, I'm on the end result is not about how to get the $1 million. The end result is, how do I keep the $1 million? How do I get what I have and expand on it? How to flip it? You see what I'm saying? And that's why I say, when someone tells me, bro, before I listen to what you say, bro, you got to show me what you're doing. And in my head, I'm like, that's on you. You feel the way that you feel, but I'm going to think that's a simple way of thinking. And the reason why I feel the way that I feel that way is simply because of that. The end result is not to gain it. It's a million ways. It's a million plays. It's a million hacks out here, bro, that you can do that can make you a 6, 7-figure, 8-figure man, woman, or $1 million man or woman. It's many of hacks, many of plays that you can do. But it's only a certain few ways that you can learn how to take that $1 million and flip it into 2. Flip it into 3. Keep going to the point now where you damn near $1 billionaire, $500 million. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I say, don't be afraid. Don't just be stuck in this box where you feel like, before I can get out of it, I need someone to actually show me how to do it. Man, this is an endless game. And this endless game, it's only one thing that matters in all of this. And that's the ability to take risk. You got to be able to take risk. If you're afraid to take risk, and honestly, that was the one thing that I learned throughout this whole process, this whole time of us being off, and the whole time I've been going through, my trials and tribulations, that was the one thing that I learned the most. Is 1, slow down and enjoy the moment, but 2, understand it. You have the key to change it. You can't be afraid. If you live in fear, the things that you want to do, you'll never see them. Come to the light. Because the only way that you will know how to actually go through something is to understand how to deal with the pain of losing it. You have to lose it before you understand how to keep it and maintain it. And that's exactly why I say, if you feel it, that believe in this, believe what you believe. But I'm just the type of person where I feel that the most value that you can get out of it is not just listening because you see it in actuality, but listening because whatever that person told you, that person probably could have had $1 million, $2 million, whatever the case is, and messed up along the way and cost them everything. But they offering you the game for you to understand that it's transitioning, but you can't be afraid. And if you have to see it to believe it, then that lets me know that you're afraid of something. And whatever that is, you have to be willing to get over it. You have to be willing to get outside of the box and figure out that lane that's going to get you to that level, that next stage, that next chapter, whatever it is, to get you there, for you to maintain what you done already made within whatever it is you're doing, whatever business you own in, whatever 9 to 5 you work, whatever it is. to get you from point A to point B. So you can't be afraid. Man, and honestly, another big thing too that I learned, man, was fixing your mentality. Just fixing your mentality. I talk to a lot of people going through my transition and going through, you know, my troubles. That was one thing that I learned too about myself. You really don't know how much or how far you really can go until your back is really up against the wall. Like you don't really know just how deep and just how far and how much drive you really have until the hope is gone, until there's no more left. And when I say that, people be like, well, bro, that's when your faith kick in. But we know it. Faith without works is dead, bro. You can have faith all day, but if you're not putting in the work behind it, then what are you hoping for? What are you asking for? If you asking God to do something or show you something, and you ain't putting nothing in behind it, then what do you have? And so the one thing that I learned, man, was the mentality. It's changing the mentality. When it's time, because it's life, bro. Things are going to happen. The good is going to outweigh the bad some days, and the bad is going to outweigh the good some days. It's just life. You can't stop that from happening. But the thing of it is you can't fix your mentality. You can look at things in a different way. When things are not going your way, man, instead of you saying or pulling the negatives out of the situation, find a way to change it. Find a way to make it into something that can push you, that can motivate you. Man, who you think you is sitting up here telling these people how this? I ain't nobody, bro. I ain't nobody. And I mean it. I ain't nobody that I didn't go to school to get no degree in psychology. I ain't go to school to get no degree in counseling. I didn't go to school to do none of that. I'm simply telling you the things that helped me get through what I got through, the hard times and the troubles that I went through within the last, 3 months. You know what I'm saying? And it's been a test. And that's why coming back, I wanted to open up the season. I wanted to open up the show talking about this. Man, your mental state is the most important thing that you can work on. It's the most important thing that you can build. Fixing your mentality, understanding that there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, there's going to be people that's going to be there, there's going to be people that's not going to be there. There's going to be trials, there's going to be tribulations, there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. Those are things that's going to happen. If you're trying to go into entrepreneurship and you're trying to run your own business, I'm here to tell you, you better have a thick skin, because things is not going to go the way that you hope it's going to go. There's going to be times where you plan things out, where you have to pivot and it don't work out the way that you want. You're going to have to go through some times where you're going to have to lose a lot of money more than you're making. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be times where you just have to sacrifice everything, literally everything, time, money, energy, everything that you have in you to see that dream become a vision, and from that vision to become into your reality. And that's the end goal. That's why I say, man, you have to ask yourself, what is your end goal? Not even what is the purpose no more, because at this point you know what your purpose is. Whatever it is that you love to do when nobody's paying or looking, whatever you love to do when nobody has to pay you to do it. That's something that you love to do. That's something that you're passionate about. So you know what your passion is. You might not listen to it, but you know what your passion is. But the hardest part is blocking out the noise and focusing in on what it is that you really want to do and getting through it, going through those challenges, fighting them, pushing them. You know what I'm saying? To make your vision that reality. You dig what I'm saying? So listen. Oh, man, like I say, before we get up out of here, man, I really wanted to take some time to thank all the guests that we done had on the show up until this point. Thank you guys so much for allowing us into your homes, for allowing us into your space, for allowing us into your world to be able to tell your story. From the DLS family to you guys, man, thank y'all so much. As we continue on this journey, we want you guys to understand that that we working hard, man. We trying to give people a platform to be able to tell their stories and get whatever it is that they want, get it out. and let people hear from them. And that way the audience, the family as well as us, you be able to build on that. You be able to hear the different trials and the different tribulations people went through building their business or just getting outside of their comfort zone, getting outside of their own box to see what the other side has to offer. So to you guys, thank y'all so much for allowing us into you guys' world to be able to tell that story. Like I said, for season 8, man, we're looking to up the dose a little bit, man. We ready to open up the next chapter. This season here, we're gonna call this the new era. And like I say, man, we going through some changes. We fighting a lot of negativity, but at the same time, man, we wouldn't be who we are if we didn't go through that. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be doing the things that we doing if we didn't have to face that. So to be able to deal with it and still come out to give you guys this, it's something that's driving us. But more importantly, man, like I say, it's just being able to sit down and just open up. And honestly, man, this is doing more for me than it probably do for you. But just being able to sit here and just talk, man, and get this off, it's really good. Cause like I say, man, I just been going through it, and to be back here on the show, to be back talking to the family, man, to be back in action, man, it's been I can't lie, man, it's been a dream come true, man. So thank you guys so much for the love and support, man. 8 seasons, we here, man, and most important, and I'm hot, I'm sweating, I feel like a pastor preaching at a hospital, you know what I'm saying? I feel like a Pentecostal pastor. But nah, man, from the bottom of our hearts, thank y'all so much for all the love, for all the support. Like I say, season 8, man, we here. It's the new era. It's the new tape. It's the new tour. And if you haven't already, man, before I end it, make sure you go back and subscribe to the Never Not Real channel. Make sure you go back and subscribe to the Day Late Show channel. Go back and follow us on all the social medias at the Day Late Show, Never Not Real. Go back and tap in with us. If you even can't, man, go back and look at the tour. Look at some of the people that we talked to. That was special. Just being able to, get outside of the norm and talk to these people, find these people, work with different folks, and just learn different stories, man. It was something that I'll never forget. I'll cherish forever. So just go back, check out the Hidden Vault treasure tour, the Hidden Treasure Tour, excuse me. Go back, tap in with those, and lock in, man. If you haven't already, push the subscribe button, hit the like button. Turn on your post notifications, because I promise you this is something that you're not gonna wanna miss. I can't tell you, I can't call it, I can't explain it, I can't say it no more. Tap in with us, tap in with us, tap in with us. All right, again, man, follow us on all the social media and digital network platforms that you have, all the way from Instagram to Apple Podcasts to Spotify, all the way up to Facebook, all the way to the left to Twitter, all the way to the right to goddamn LinkedIn. Wherever you can, wherever you find your digital platforms, please, please, please follow us at the Day Late Show, man. Shout out to all our sponsors. Shout out to Never Not Real. Shout out to Hardest the Hoodie. Shout out to Royalty Clothing. Shout out to C Justice Productions, Yvette Photography. Man, shout out to the whole team. Shout out to Wavy Apparel, So Wavy Apparel. Shout out, man. We got some up and coming new ones. We got a lot, and I'm excited. I'm excited to bring it to you guys, and I can't wait for you guys to see it, and I can't wait for us to do some big things. We got some big things in store, man. So, like I say, if you haven't already, make sure y'all subscribe, follow us, hit us up. If you can't reach us on the social platforms, hit us up at the Day Late Show 96 at gmail.com. And if you can't find us there, then go ahead and shimmy your way on over to the daylateshow.com. Leave your topics, comments, and your concerns, and we'll do our best to get back to you. You understand me? This here has been a new episode of the DLS Season 8, Episode 1. We here. Y'all don't want to miss this, man. I see y'all when we see y'all, man. Peace.